Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Herrera and I want to thank you for visiting my channel. Today's Halloween, it's Friday, and it seems like it's going to be a good weekend. But the scariest part of this entire thing, midterm elections are coming up right on Tuesday. Today I'm going to give you my predictions on what I think is going to happen on Tuesday and what I think the country is going to go on. It's very important that we pay attention to this midterm election. It could actually dictate what we're going to do in terms of monetary spending, but specifically foreign policy. First, I want to start out by saying that if you're a Republican, your focus is not in the House. Your focus is actually in the Senate. And if you're a Democrat, your focus should also be in the Senate, because there's no way you're getting the House back in November. Since the start of this entire election cycle, you have seen Democrats run away from President Obama's policies, from health care to just about every scandal that he has had just this year alone. Republicans are embracing that. They're trying to take that and showing constituents and voters that they don't stand for those kind of things, and that's why you should vote for them. But many of you that I know personally and have seen online in responses don't agree with the just voting Republican just to vote Republican, which is why we should be choosing the conservative candidate. Now remember, the conservative candidate does not necessarily mean Republican. In Virginia, I would probably vote for Ed Gillespie for Senate. Now, I'm from New Jersey, so I have a couple people that I have already endorsed and a couple of people who I want to see. I submitted my ballot already, and I voted for Jeff Bell, the Republican candidate against Cory Booker. In New Jersey's 12th congressional district, Dr. Alita Eck is the candidate for you. Not only is she constitutionally sound, but she is a very conservative woman. She understands how the Constitution works, and she understands the role of government. Now, for this entire election, I predict that the Republican Party will gain a majority, but I also think that they're going to gain more seats in the House, which may not necessarily be a good thing. It all depends on where you stand in the political spectrum. If the Republicans hold the House and the Senate, there's a couple things that you need to keep in mind, especially with monetary and foreign policy. The Republican Party tends to spend more money on the military, which will probably increase the defense budget. Not saying that Democrats haven't. I mean, they're both being lobbied by the same people. But Republicans have a tendency of boosting national defense. You will probably see a stronger response from the Republican Party in regards to ISIS. But let's say that the Democrats don't lose the majority in the Senate, but they won't gain any seats in the House. Then what does that mean for the country? Well, it just means that everything is going to be the same way it is now. I mean, there's going to be gridlock in the Senate. Things in the House are going to die before they get into the Senate, and nothing will pretty much get done. And I know a lot of you think that's a good thing. There are a ton of laws out there that I would love to see repealed, such as the U.S. Patriot Act, which is absolutely unconstitutional. It violates just about every single amendment in the Bill of Rights, and that needs to be taken care of immediately. Now, I absolutely encourage everybody to go out and vote. Now, I know you libertarians out there are saying, well, I don't believe in the system. They never check my vote. But I still encourage you to go out and vote. And if you live in a district that is heavily Republican or heavily Democrat, then the most likely political machine is just going to vote right down the line and your candidate will get in, which is why it's very important to get involved on a grassroots level and ensure that your candidate has a fighting chance against any political machine, even if his opponent is extremely wealthy and is being backed by a huge lobbying group like Cory Booker is. You vote for who you want, vote your conscience, and you'll never waste a vote. Now, comment below, let me know what you think about predictions, whether you think Republicans are going to take a majority or you think the Democrats are still going to retain their seats in the Senate. Also, make sure to visit my website, www.danherrera.com, and follow me on Twitter, dherrera92. Now, post below your comments, questions, concerns, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much, and I'll see you Wednesday.